What started as a 7th grade writing project is now a full-length novel that you can find on Amazon.com.
The book, The Jungle, follows 15-year-old Jake, who's forced to survive after a plane crash in Africa. And author Ian Wagner of Worcester County just finished his 8th grade year at Stephen Decatur Middle School and joins us this afternoon along with the teacher who assigned him the project, Michelle Hammond. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Ian, oh my goodness, what a great accomplishment.
Thanks.
So what made you decide to write it? You don't, first of all, let me say, you don't even like to write.
I didn't before, no. I hated my handwriting. It was always hard for other people to read, so I was just always kind of like, okay, fine.
So it wasn't the creative process you
It
didn't
wasn't
like?
the creative, no. It was just the getting it down.
Having to write it out.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with this storyline?
It just kind of progressed like piece by piece. It's like what would happen next, what should happen next. Like,
So was it part of an assignment?
it started out as an assignment. She assigned it during like our adventure unit, and
Yeah. What was the assignment?
we had to write a short story that went along with an adventure, and we had to choose an adventure. There was safari, Mount Everest, and scuba diving. I chose the safari, so we had to write a short story that had to go along with that.
Right.
So we had like four days maybe to write it, and I waited like 3. And then like just in class I just started writing, and I was like, and it turned out really good. I wrote like 11 pages in like 2 hours in a composition notebook, and I turned it in the next day, and I remember getting paper back, and she's like, "This is amazing."
Yeah, Michelle, you assigned him, and you get this paper. What did you think when you read it?
It was hard to believe he did it in just one night or 2 nights. It's always a surprise to see what comes out of kids' heads, and I saw it, and I, having read a lot of adolescent literature, I looked at it and I said, this really has something. I'm really drawn in, and you could turn the pages easily, and it wasn't like a lot of the stilted writing that kids do at that age. So I said, Ian, you have to do something with this story. You can't just leave it here.
What did you think when she told you that?
I was really surprised because I didn't think I was good at writing. Like, no one had ever told me I was good at it because they couldn't read it. So I was like, what are you talking about?
So a year later, it turns into a novel. You can find it on Amazon. I went on Amazon to read some of the reader reviews, and they were really good, let me tell you. Starting off with this one, I envy you. You found your voice early on. I hope the good readers out there give Ian a good look. I think we'll be seeing more of him in the years to come. And here's another one from Dorothy Peterson. Very well written. Loved the way the author described everything. Felt like I was there.
Wow.
Those are good reviews.
That's great stuff. Do you plan on writing more?
Of course.
Yeah? You got some ideas already?
Yeah, like
What?
Like some kids that have like supernatural powers, and they're like on the run from the government because that kind of, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That sounds exciting. Okay, so can you offer some advice to some other young people your age who might want to write?
Yeah, like don't give up just because you get stuck. Like you get stuck a lot, and like it just kind of, you just need to let it come to you. You can't like force it out, and you really get good at writing by just reading a lot of higher level stuff. Like I've always read like really big books that never other people are reading, like little tiny books.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, a lot of times you hear people question, well, what does a teacher do? Michelle, this is what you do. You encourage these guys, you get them started going. Thank you so much
Yes,
for doing
absolutely.
It's
what
a
you
pleasure
do.
and an honor every day.
All right, Ian, Michelle,
It's a
thank you
special
so
kid.
much.
Thanks for
Good
coming.
luck, and
Thanks.
we'll be looking for the next book.
Maybe you'll sign one for us.
Yeah.
You think? All right. Still to come on Delmarva Life, our thinking caps are on and working hard. We're still trying to figure out where Brian is on Delmarva. He's going to give us another clue here in a little bit.
But next, what would a backyard cookout be without hot dogs? We're headed to the kitchen to spruce up the standard Frank with toppings that will have your hot dog just to impress.